go for a walk? Ready to go for a walk, pup? Hi, and welcome to Travels with May. We are a couple coming from the U.S. with a 5-year-old dog, May, and we want to travel around Europe while sharing our experiences. I was an engineer for most of my career and then taught 5 years at the end.
I worked on the business side, mainly on healthcare, mergers and acquisitions. We have a son who is in college, who may or may not join us on some of the travels, so he may show up on the video later. Our dog May was named by our son. He thought, the name May is similar to what the Chinese call a little sister.
Okay, so there's several moving parts associated with this, and that's part of the reason why we want to do these videos now, even before we left. And we're going to discuss them in a series of videos, perhaps one or two others, not really sure yet. After we do arrive in Europe, we'll then start doing regular videos that will either be about walking May, where it's scenic, and then perhaps doing a video on various interesting things that we have seen while traveling. Perhaps the most challenging aspect so far is getting to Europe with a pet. All of this assumes that you're traveling with your pet, dog, cat, or ferret, and have fewer than 6 pets. There are 3 basic veterinary requirements. You need to get an animal health certificate if you come to the US, from a USDA approved vet, but probably similar things for other countries. Have the vet implant an EU compliant, i.e. ISO chip if necessary, and also then get an approved rabies shot for your dog from this vet. So let's talk about the rabies shot first, because that's what comes first. The rules for the EU state that the vet must first read the ISO chip and then administer the vaccine. If the vet doesn't do this, the shot doesn't count. For some countries, a rabies antibody titer test is required. And if you're curious, there's a annex in the EU rules that tells you which countries are on the require list and which countries are on the not require list. The US is on the not require list, so that's good. Your vet then has to issue an EU animal health certificate within 10 days of your airline arrival to Europe. And there are some special rules if you come in by water, so the 10 days changes a little bit. And one final note about this: you should ask your vet where this chip is located so that there's not some sort of search process about, we can't find this chip. And we think we're about done with the vet part.